Coming up on BG today, ever wish you could compete on an episode of Shark Tank? We'll let you know all about BG's own pitch-off.
And Halloween is coming up and costumes are a priority, of course. Here's how to keep it cute and respectful.
Plus, BGSU Athletics has a new face leading the athletic department, how the new hire will lead to positive change for Falcon teams.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
Hello there, welcome to BG Today. I'm Claire Mitchell.
And I'm Steve Iwanek. Nan Whaley paid a visit to campus earlier this week. On Monday, BGSU students got to meet the Democratic candidate running for governor at a meet and greet hosted by the college Democrats. Whaley spoke on key issues she plans to focus on if elected, like investing in higher education. The speech was followed by a Q&A session.
As candidates continue on the campaign trail, it all leads to one main event, Election Day. Here's what you need to know before you go. Early voting has started and lasts up until Election Day. You can vote at the Wood County Board of Elections, and that's the courthouse on Prospect Street. And mark your calendars for Election Day, which is Tuesday, November 8th. You can find your polling station online. Just don't forget to bring a form of ID to the voting booth.
Aspiring business creatives have the chance to put their idea to the test in the Hatch. Applications are now open for the 10-week immersive program that ends with a pitch to investors in the spring. The program has provided more than $80,000 in startup funding to past student hatchlings. Anyone interested is invited to learn more at the kickoff event later today. It starts at 5 p.m. in Maurer Center, room 115. And speaking of student startups, take a look at how one BG student is giving back through clothing. Faith Zahowski has more.
Hannah McKinnis sifts through the clothing racks at local thrift stores in search of items, not for herself, but for her customers to buy on her Instagram thrifting shop. The third-year business major is the founder of Hands Me Downs, an Instagram page where people can purchase thrifted clothes through weekly story sales. The page was first started in her hometown of Upper Sandusky in May of 2021, and she currently runs her business out of her Bowling Green apartment. The idea for her page came when she learned where clothes go once they are donated.
The clothing industry causes 80% of greenhouse gases, so I also wanted to make sure to help combat that, I guess, and I was also selling my own personal clothes that I didn't wear anymore on my Snapchat, and more people just kept growing on there.
Clothes are sold through her Instagram story each week. Once a customer buys the item, she either ships it or offers local pickup. Hannah shops at many different stores, aiming to find name brand items. A Halloween costume resale is new to her business this year, and customers are able to send in pictures of their used costumes to be sold on her page.
Having costumes myself and just seeing like other peers have costumes because we live in a college town, and not seeing that everyone has an accessible page like myself, I wanted to really create that for other people.
McKinnis said that working with customers is her favorite part of running her business.
I'm just like a giver, and I really do want my customers to have the best items, and I see a couple people around campus or like their photos they send in, and I repost them like they love their outfits, and the reward of seeing someone like loving something that I handpicked out, and it's so rewarding, and I think that definitely fuels me wanting to give more too.
For more information, visit the Hands Me Downs Instagram page. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Faith Zahowski.
A campus canine just reached a big milestone. 5-year-old Newfoundland Bennington George, cute name, also known as Benny, celebrated his 100th visit to BGSU. He's half of one of the original dog handler duos within the PAWS team through the Wellness Connections program. So next time you see him on campus, be sure to congratulate him with a big pat or a treat, if you have one, of course.
The Bowling Green community and students coming together to celebrate German culture. It's all part of the 25th annual Oktoberfest put on by the BGSU German Club. The celebration took place inside the Grand Ballroom at the Student Union. There was a range of festivities, including a German buffet, live German-American music, and a performance by a traditional German dance group.
Halloween is all about dressing up in your creepiest and craziest costumes, of course, but you want to make sure it's appropriate, culturally appropriate, that is. Take a look at these two photos. On the left here, we have singer Ellie Goulding dressed as a Native American, and on the right, we have makeup mogul Kylie Jenner dressed as an Eskimo. Now, you may think they look cute and fabulous, but these celebrities actually got a lot of heat from the media for what is called culturally appropriating in these costumes. The BGSU Office of Multicultural Affairs describes cultural appropriation as one's attempt to represent a culture that they themselves do not belong to. I spoke to Amanda Anastasia Peniagua from OMA, who says it is tough to blame individuals when they simply don't know any better.
A lot of folks aren't taught culturally, they're not taught culturally competency in K through 12. They're not taught about other cultures, other traditions, other practices, and so I can't blame somebody for being ignorant. You know, I have to meet them where they are as an educator and hopefully challenge them to think and do better the next time.
Ensemble together, but you're unsure if it passes the test. OMA and BG24 has a guide on how to not culturally appropriate this Halloween. Let's start with the first one. Don't assume. If you are questioning whether or not someone will be offended, it's probably best not to wear it. Don't alter your skin color. Dressing as your favorite movie character is not a problem, but changing your skin color to match is actually seen as disrespectful. Try to avoid any ethnic or religious costumes. Definitely no stereotypes. Ask yourself, is this costume generalizing a culture? If so, yes, that is cultural appropriation. And finally, steer clear of any costumes that glorify any sort of tragedy. While Jeffrey Dahmer is a scary character, many of his victims' families are still alive. Dressing as him could be seen as offensive. For further information on the topic of cultural appropriation, you can visit the Office of Multicultural Affairs, located on the 4th floor of the Student Union. All right, Steve, do you like music?
You know, once in a while I love a great whimsical tune. How about you?
I can't go to class without it. Let's see if you can get down with this student's musician's tunes as we turn it over to BG24's reporter Sophia Welcher.
A new staple is cementing itself to BG, or should I say, himself. Right across from the seal, in the heart of Old Campus, you'll see the university's latest street performer. So who is this town troubadour? None other than freshman music education major Lucas Prim. And if he looks familiar, you've probably seen him already.
I was probably out every day for the first half of this semester.
While Prim's specialty is in trombone, he started learning guitar during quarantine. And 2.5 years later, he's making his mark. But it didn't come easily.
I live in Founders right over there, and there's these music rooms that are kind of on the first floor. I sat in the first floor just looking out the window outside in the music room. I played like one song and then I just stared outside for probably about 5 minutes and I was like, screw it, I'm walking out there.
Playing in public is bound to get a reaction, and Prim is no exception. He's had plenty of people approach him over the past 2 months.
Listen to me. I've had people like come and record me. They think I'm not looking, but I notice. I have people who will they'll make sure to take out their headphones when they pass me to listen. Then people who put their headphones in as they pass me. It doesn't bother me. If you don't want to listen to my music, that's fine. Other people will. So.
But regardless of any responses he may receive, he's doing this all for himself.
I mean, I've had moments of like really severe anxiety while I was here, and just coming outside, just playing music, just makes it feel better.
So keep an eye out for Prim on campus. He'll be easy to find.
I just come out here, sing my heart out until I either can't sing anymore until I have a class.
Or freeze. So count him out on any day lower than 60 degrees. Reporting for BG24, Sophia Welcher.
All right, BG is back to reality. The sun is gone. It's been raining all day today. It's a little overcast. Aaron, what do you have for us? What is this weekend looking like? Is the sun gone for good?
It's not gone for good. It's going to come back. Good afternoon, Bowling Green. We have a dreary day today as we see much needed rain throughout most of the day with a high of 59 degrees. As we move into the evening hours, we will see that rain begin to clear up with a low of a chilly 35. Thursday, we will see the seasonal weather move back in after having a nice warm stretch in the 70s. However, there will still be a slight warming trend accompanying these seasonal conditions. Mostly sunny and a high of 56 and a low of 44. Friday is another nice day with a high of 59 and a low of 42. With partly cloudy conditions, we will once again see beautiful conditions on Saturday with mostly sunny skies and a high of 63 and a low of 45. For me, this is perfect weather to be able to go out, go hiking, watch a football game. What's your favorite fall activity for you, Claire?
Ooh. So back where I live, I'm a big sweets and treats junkie. We have a farm where we live where they sell handmade donuts, handmade candy, and apple cider. So if that doesn't give you a heart attack just hearing that, I do donuts, candy, and cider. That's probably my favorite fall activity because once winter comes, you can't go and enjoy it. Well, thank you so much, Erin. We're looking forward to the regularly scheduled fall temperatures this weekend.
All right, well, coming up after the break, a new AD is in town, and so is winning football.
Plus, women's soccer has secured their spot in the MAC tournament once again.
All that and more when we come back.
Falcon Media allows anybody, regardless of their major, to kind of share their interests in a forum where they can be as professional or as relaxed as they want and really just make connections.
Through the radio, I was able to have my own radio show and talk about things that I want to talk about, and then I could also report and learn more about what's happening in the community with BG24. So it's kind of like a perfect mix of how can I use what I'm passionate about to serve the people around me.
But people who had similar goals and people I could learn from and feed off of and kind of expand, grow my tool belt, if you will, kind of learn from people who are going to school for the exact same thing I was.
Falcon Media is great. It allows people of all groups come together and make content. It allows them to explore their interests and give them valuable skills they can use out in the real field, especially if they have an interest for broadcast journalism or print journalism.
Welcome back to BG Today. I'm Jenna DeBlasi. BGSU introduced Derek Vandermeer as the 15th Director of Athletics yesterday afternoon. Vandermeer previously held the title of Associate Vice President and Chief Operations Officer at the University of Arizona, having over 25 years of leadership experience in both athletics and university roles. Vandermeer has intentions to make a positive impact.
Engage campus and engage our community. And when I say our community, it's more than just Bowling Green. It's the community of alumni. It's the community of supporters that are around the country that love this brand and love what it stands for and love what this campus stands for. Making sure that they understand the value that we can bring each and every day because we need their support.
Vandermeer replaces Stacy Kosiak, the temporary AD, during the search process. Freshman outside hitter Lauren Hovey led the way for the Orange and Brown this past weekend with her second triple-double of the season. Hovey is the 13th player in the nation to register multiple triple-doubles this season. The weekend win keeps the Falcons tied at first in the MAC with Ball State as the Cardinals come into town to face the Falcons on Friday at 6 p.m. The following night, BG takes on Toledo in the Battle of I-75. BGSU women's soccer had a phenomenal performance against Eastern Michigan on Sunday. The Falcons would knock in 7 goals, each coming from 7 different players. This win clinches a spot in the postseason conference tournament coming up this weekend. This is BGSU's 5th appearance in the past 5 years. Tomorrow, the Falcons will take on the Northern Illinois Huskies for the last regular season game, with first touch set for 2 p.m. Everything was clicking for the BGSU football program on Saturday. The Falcons improved to 3-1 in MAC play with a 34-18 win over Central Michigan. Freshman punter Sammy Sir put together a notable performance, earning MAC East Special Teams Player of the Week. Pair that with a strong performance from the defense, who forced 3 fumbles and an interception. And as of Saturday, the Orange and Brown currently lead the nation with 32 sacks. Head coach Scott Leffler says his team is starting to play complementary football, and it starts with the defense.
But the reason that we're giving ourselves a chance is the defense is getting turnovers and we're protecting the ball. It was 4-0 today, and really at the end of the day, that was the reason the outcome came, why it came. But
the Falcons will be back in action next Wednesday at home as they host Western Michigan for the start of midweek action. That's it for sports this week.
Well,
back
what
to
a
you,
weekend
Steve.
it was for Falcon athletics. Thank you, Jenna. Well, as Halloween approaches, let's take a look at some activities you can do in the area this weekend. Ghouls Night Out is happening tomorrow night from 5:30 to 10 at the Veterans Building in BG City Park. Hosted by Purses for a Purpose, event goers can take part in raffles for designer handbags, along with other items. All funds raised benefit Wood Lane Residential Services, who provide high-quality life enhancement opportunities in residential environments.
Students, make sure to visit the Halloween party being hosted by the Office of the Dean of Students on Sunday afternoon from 2:30 to 4 in the ballroom on the second floor of the Union. Partygoers are obviously encouraged to wear their best costumes, bring their friends, and have a great time. The party is free admission, so go out and have a fantastic time.
And for those of you looking to burn some calories before trick-or-treating, the Welloween Walk is being hosted on Monday from 11:30 to 1 at Perry Fieldhouse. You can treat yourself to a free short Halloween-themed walk with great company. There will also be free healthy treats, other wellness activities, and the chance to get your flu shot. Well, thank you so much for watching BG Today. Follow us for the latest news on Twitter at BG24TV or find us on the web at bgfalconmedia.com.
And we'll be back next Thursday with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.